collector by heart. The love of horology and timepieces is what carries me through.
The watches that I buy, I want them to mean something to me, something I'd love to hand down to my kids one day.
We live, breathe, and eat watches. When you're in that game, when you're in that auction, that's when it's really fun.
Hi, guys.
Good to be with you both.
I am excited to sit down and chat with you guys today about all the watches that we love and adore.
Today I brought along the Patek Philippe Nautilus. It was designed by Gerald Charles Genta, who was way ahead of his time. And of course, he designed this. He designed the Audemars Royal Oak. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Genta, and it was one of the most extraordinary moments of my life.
This is a reference I've never seen before, with the Roman numerals there. And is that a power reserve?
Yeah, it also has a power reserve. Yeah. A lot of collectors call that the Comet model because of that little
that's very
power reserve
interesting.
indicator.
Yeah, this is the hot watch right now. I mean, everyone wants one, especially if it's Tiffany color.
Jeff, great choice, and I understand why it's your daily wear. Right now, you look on to your favorite celebrities and what are they wearing? They're wearing a Patek. Then when you look at what goes into producing a Patek, there's a reason why they are the best of the best.
Things like social media have changed the game, where we're seeing celebrities posting these watches, and you're in this high exclusive club if you are able to get one of these watches right now.
Like Patek says, you never own a Patek Philippe, you're just taking care of it for the next generation.
This is my Cartier Santos with the white dial. It was originally designed in the early 1900s, and it really, besides the size, hasn't changed a whole lot since. That is a testament to the brand. You know, they believe in the design. It's an everyday wear for me. I could wear it with a t-shirt and jeans. I could dress it up with a nice blouse. If you're looking for a piece that is going to last a lifetime, why not have something that literally will go with anything that you put on?
Yeah, I love this watch. You know, this is one of the classics, and I love the Secret Signature. The Secret Signature is one of the greatest things about it.
This profile, the slimness of it, you know, you're looking at a Cartier. It's just a beautiful timepiece.
As a collector, I go through periods where I will purge a lot of my collection and then start all over again. This one is not going anywhere.
Like you, I started off as a collector, but after a while, you know, your collection gets a little bit big and pretty soon you become a dealer.
I always give my friends first dibs on my pieces, and that's usually the easy way to go.
This is one that is in my personal collection and will be in my personal collection for a long time. I found it on eBay after a long search. So this was one of Omega's first incarnations, and they still make a railroad style watch today. It was like 1961 or 1962 when the railroads first allowed wristwatches to be worn on the railroads. So all the companies jumped right in and wanted to make a railroad watch. But what happened was this term, official railroad standard, was used by an obscure watch company called Ball Watch Company back in the day. After they were notified with legal papers that they weren't allowed to use that term, they quit making it. And it was a very scant, short 12 to 13 month period when it was available.
I love the font, I love the numeral. It's such an easy to read, which I'm sure is what they were looking for at the time, something they could quickly glance at and tell the time.
You know, as a matter of fact, in order to be allowed to be worn on the railroad, you could not have Roman numerals. You couldn't have anything fancy. Easy to read, no other dial colors, straight black and white.
It's a beautiful watch. You know, if you walk into a room, you're going to be the only one wearing this watch. The history of the watch is a nice story to tell.
You know, I was so enamored with this watch that I wanted to get an extract from the archives because there are a lot of fakes in the marketplace. This really lends a lot of credibility to your timepiece. Matter of fact, you'll see on eBay, a lot of watches these days are sold with an extract from the archive.
With eBay, it puts you on the hunt for some of the vintage timepieces like this.
But just like all vintage, selling online for years and years has been the wild, wild west. And the eBay authenticity guarantee really changed everything.
I'll be honest, prior to it, I was scared to buy online, period.
I think there was a lot of apprehension in the beginning when they first announced the program. And when it was announced that Ron Stahl was going to be the authenticator, there was a collective sigh of relief among the community. The man knows what he's doing, Swiss trained. He is truly a legend.
This is from my personal collection, and it's a Panerai LUMINOR SEALAND. And it's a special edition that was released on the 100th year anniversary of Jules Verne's passing. It's a hunter style case, and the cover on the case is hand engraved. And I kind of liken it to having a Picasso protecting a countertop. Being that it was only limited to 100 watches in 2005, I purchased it on the pre-owned market, and it's about tripled in value since I've owned it.
Such a rare piece. Is this something that you're going to try to keep in your collection for investment purposes later on?
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Another great aspect of this watch is this, what you call the hunting case variety. This is called a hunting case because they had a lid, and the lid was supposedly to keep the watch safe. So you could wear this out when you were hunting. And there are several companies that make a hunter case style watch, but I don't think anyone does it as well as Panerai. This is freaking cool.
That's cool.
And I always tell people don't invest in watches. You have to invest in what you like. If you wear it and enjoy it for 20 years, it is de facto a good investment.
We only get one time at this life to be able to look down and smile at your watch and talk to others and tell stories and have that camaraderie with other collectors. That's so cool.
You know, for me, an investment is not the resale value. When it can last generation after generation, that's the investment.
I've been a collector for, more than 20 years, and my dad was a big influence. He passed in 2004, so I've kept a number of pieces from his collection. When I get to look at it, all the memories come back as well.
Everyone talks about wristwatches as being a perfect combination of science and art, but when you add the history element, you have something that's really unique.